For my project, I'm doing the Karate Kid. I'm doing it on Dre. Pretty much at the beginning of the movie, him and his mom moved to China, and at first he hates it because he doesn't know anybody he doesn't have friends. Um, but when he gets there, he meets this new kid, and the new kid shows him around and everything, and he takes him out to go play basketball. And while they're playing basketball, he meets this new girl, and he goes over there and talks to her. And while he's talking to her, this other guy that likes her gets gets all mad and jealous and comes over there and starts to mess with Dre. And Dre tries to fight back, but he gets beat up. And then on the first day of school, um, Dre is walking to lunch, and he runs into the kid that beat him up the day before, and um, and they almost start to get into a fight, but the teachers break them up, and then so Dre gets mad, and Dre walks out, and after a couple days of school, Dre wants to get revenge on the kids that picked on him. So while they are sitting on the street corner, Dre goes and grabs this bucket of water and dumps it on them, and then he takes off and goes running, and the kids go and chase him, and he runs into the managers of the hotel. He runs into where they stay, and while they're he gets trapped there, and he gets beat up, and the manager comes out and defends Dre and beats all those kids up, and then the kids run off, and Dre asked the guy if he will teach him kung fu. And at first the guy says no, and then the manager says yes. And so he teaches him kung fu, and they go to where those kids were taught kung fu at. And the manager, he talks to him and says, I will teach him kung fu until the tournament, and at the tournament, he will have to fight every single one of these kids, one-on-one. And so they do, and the manager teaches them kung fu. And they train really hard, and they train hard. And by the time that it's time for the tournament, Dre is all ready and prepared. And at the beginning of the tournament, he doesn't know the rules, and he gets down, and Dre gets down 1-0, and then he comes back and wins 2-1. And then throughout the tournament, he has to fight every single one of them, of the kids that picked on him. And he wins all those fights, and at the championship round, the main kid that picked on him the most, they have to fight each other. And during the first round, the kid that picks on Dre wins the first round, and then the second round, Dre wins, and then the third round, Dre wins again, and then on the fourth round, the kid's coach tells him to break Dre's leg, and so he goes up and he breaks his leg, and then Dre falls down, and you don't think that he's gonna get back up, but he does, and he gets back up, and he is standing on one foot, And then the guy says round 5 starts, and um he holds out the flag, and then the kid that beat up Dre, his coach tells him to finish Dre, and so the kid runs at Dre, and Dre jumps up, does a backflip, and kicks the kid across the face. And then Dre wins, and he wins the entire tournament, and he gets his big trophy and everything. And at the end, he wins, and he goes home, and the kids have respect for him. And that's pretty much it.